answer need to be very clear cut. Okay, so how many p? 17 something. What is 17 something?
1715.
1715 p, and then this 1715 p, right, is the area of a square. Okay, so basically, the question is phrased such a way, this needs to be square rooted. So this is what the question means. Okay. So in the past, the question always tells you this 1715 times p, right, is going to be a perfect square, right? Remember? So right now the question is phrased differently. Okay, it's the area of a square. So but actually mathematically they mean the same thing. Perfect square and area of a square. Right? Because perfect square is to be square rooted, right? Right?
Yeah.
Area of square. So in order to find the side of a square, it's the same thing. You also need to square root this thing, right? So mathematically they mean the same thing. So you already that's the one is called prime factorization of the 1715, which is 5 times 7 to the power 3, right? Okay. So in order to square root this thing, square, not cube, okay, you used to make this very silly mistake. Okay, they ask for perfect square, you give something else. They ask for perfect cube, you give square. You know, understand?
Yes.
Square is a square root. Cube root is this. So this is cube root. Okay, so please don't ever make this mistake again. Okay, so your solution, right, you write a +5, you write a +7. Actually it's wrong. It's not plus. It's not plus. So in fact what you need to do is you look at this. In order to square root the 5, right, you need to give. It's called give, not plus.
Times.
Yeah, in between is times. In between is times. But you need to give a 5. Right? Because short of a 5 in order to be square rooted. Then over here is short of a 7, right? So in order to be square rooted perfectly. So therefore in between is a times. So therefore your P is equal to 35. Your answer is correct, but your solution and the presentation is wrong. Okay, so this is the way you present. Okay, it's a times in between. Okay, so the answer is 35. Okay, good. So I shouldn't talk about the presentation anymore, because I emphasized this so many times already. I mean the presentation of how to answer this type of question. Square rooted, cube rooted, right? Yeah, so no more talking about this. So what it says, find the greatest number of gift bags packed. So yeah, 2, 3, 5. Okay, so it's basically you just do the highest common factor. Okay. Good. So that's the way. So evaluate. Okay. Do you know what's the meaning of evaluate? How is it different from find? Let's say you get evaluate. This kind of question. So let's say I give you okay? Are you supposed to use a calculator?
No.
No. The answer is no. Okay? If you use a calculator, you get the correct answer, you get 0 mark.
Okay.
So what you need to do, show every single steps. Okay? Actually, they don't have to tell you. They don't have to tell you. It's default. You should know. Okay? Evaluate. So what you do? So you have the bracket. You do the bracket first, right? Can you see you have a bracket? You do a bracket first. So this is a times. Times is 1/6. And then now you have the times, right? And the plus, right? You do the
Times.
yes. You do the times first. So this question tells you the order of operation. Which one you should do first? Okay, so I mean this question is different from this question. I'm just showing you a very simple example. Then over here, right, then this question is 2/6 plus 1/6. Okay, so in this case the answer is -1/6. So you should show every single step.
Okay.
Okay, not using calculator. Okay, so now the question given here is this. Okay, I'm going to write it out. Your answer might be correct, but I just want to emphasize once again what you should do first and what you should do next. Okay, so first thing first. Which one you do first? You have bracket, you have square.
Bracket.
The first, which one? Which one?
-2.
Okay, this one you do first, right? So this one you can use the calculator to okay, even though this question you're not supposed to use the calculator, but you can use the calculator to so-called assist you. Okay?
Okay.
Assist you in a what it means. So what do you get for this?
4.
Yep, it's 4. Why? Why not -4?
Because squared. I don't understand. Yeah, because it's squared.
No, it's not because of square. Why not -4?
Bracket.
Yes. It's because of the bracket. It's not because of square. What do you get for this?
Negative 4.
Correct. This is you get -4. Why? Because the square only apply to the
2.
2. But in this case, the square apply for both. So this is, in fact, negative means -1.
Okay.
Okay. So that's the reason why with the bracket is 4. Okay. You can use the calculator to double check for you. Even though you are not allowed to use the calculator, but you can use the calculator to assist you. Assist, not find out.
Okay.
See the difference? Use the calculator to assist, not to get. I'm not asking you to punch this entire thing into the calculator, then get the answer. No. Assist. So what do you do next? What do you do next? So I see a medium bracket. I see the small bracket.
Calculate the medium bracket.
Medium bracket. Then the small bracket.
The small bracket is already okay. Small bracket.
Yeah, this one. You still have a small bracket, and then over here this. Okay, this is a medium bracket, and then this is a small bracket. So which one go first?
The small bracket.
Okay, so you do the small bracket. Then what do you get?
-1.
Okay, good. So you just write down -1. Okay. Okay. By the way, the plus is here, and then over here this whole thing cube is -1. So plus minus these two will merge into
Negative.
yes. That's why I quickly do the negative. Then what you do next?
The medium.
Yeah, the medium bracket, right? Yeah. So, but inside the medium bracket, which one you do first? I see a minus. I see divide. Yeah, divide first. Right? And then what you do next? 1 minus 3, right? Because you need to do a bracket first. Right? 1 minus 3 is -2, right?
Negative.
Yeah, -2. Okay? So then square, minus, which one you do first?
The square.
Square. But this square, right, will give you 25 or -25?
-25.
Why?
Because only to 5.
Yes. And by the way, there was no bracket. Yes. -25. So minus, plus?
Plus.
Minus. Then this one you can punch the calculator. Okay, so the answer is -24. Okay, even though your answer is correct, but I really want you to really know what you should do first. Okay?
Okay.
Can or not? Okay? Okay, good. Next.
What about the first question?
Okay?
That one.
Done already. I just I checked already.
Okay.
HCF I talk about. So this one you just have to the next one, right, you just open the bracket lah. Okay, once you expand and simplify. Expand means open the bracket. You open the bracket. After that, then you just combine the similar terms. Okay, combine similar term, then correct. Okay, then for this one as a single fraction, right, lucky this one no need bracket. Why?
Because it's plus.
Correct. Okay, so if it's a minus, then you have to use the bracket. Okay, can or not? So far so good. Then given the formula, so over here you need to sub in the value, right? When you sub in the value, someone call me. Let me answer the call first. Hello? Okay, never mind. So over here, when you sub in the value, do you need to have a bracket for the value? Like when you sub in the
No.
value, do you need to put a bracket?
No,
Why not?
because we don't have minus.
Minus what?
We don't have negative numbers.
Correct. There is no negative number, so you don't need to have a bracket. Okay? Understand? Very good. Then after that, you just punch in. Then after that, you get 18. Okay, very good. Okay, so today, you learn from your mistakes. So that's why you're right. Okay, so you just remember the rules, apply the rules, you will score, and you need to score. Term 3, you need to score as high as possible, so that you have, you can so-called bring up your average score in term 1 and term 2. Your average score is pretty bad in term 1 and term 2 for all subjects. Okay, so term 3 you need to score really high, so that you will bring up your average throughout the years. Okay? Okay, so you know your objective. Okay, over here, factorization. Okay, these days I'm going to Bukit Merah Secondary School and teach, right? I learned something from them, and I'm going to share with you what I learned from them when it comes to factorization. You are correct here, but I want to share with you what I learned from them over there. I teach across the board, Sec 1 to Sec 4 mathematics. Okay, this is something I learned from them. Okay, so to do factorization, this is the method I teach you. Okay, this is not the method that you learn from school, but what they teach in school is this. Okay, then what you do is you start to see that, okay, basically you see two terms, so you highlight those. This is one, and this is another one, right? Okay, so what you see first, I think you see a common 5, right? So if you take out the common 5, you're left with the x squared, right? Then for the next one, you take out the 5, you're left with the 2x, right? Okay, and then you continue. What's common between these two? X, right? Then you take out the x, you'll get x here, right? Then for this one, if you take out the x, you get minus 2, right? Okay, good. Anything common beyond this?
No.
No more. So what's common? 5x. So 5x is common. After that, x minus 2. Make sense? Does this make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay, so this is one way I learned from them. Okay, this is one way I learned from them. Okay, then for this question, right? For the question B, okay. For the question B, let me look at your this step first. Okay, you expand it first. Yes. Why you need to expand it for B?
Because you cannot like just use these two.
Yep, correct. So, but you see that they are kind of like similar, but
Yeah.
the order is different. So you need to rearrange like in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, rearrange. Do you change the sign?
No.
No, rearrange, no change sign, When you change the sign?
When there's a cosine.
Yeah, and you bring it over the equal sign, right? Okay, good. Okay, let me see. So you take out 2a, then you have this. Then okay, good. So in fact, right, since you know that you need to expand and then rearrange so that you can do the factorization, I'm going to teach you one. So this is something I learned also. So I'm also learning, okay? Because I'm always seek to improve myself. So I also try to learn from them. If I see a better method, a better alternative, then why not adopt that? Okay? So never stand at a still. Okay? Always seek progress. Okay? Improve. Okay, so over here, right, like you say, you notice that this b minus 3, this is 3 minus b. The order of the b and the 3, they are different, right? So actually what you can do here is this. Okay? Continue to write like this. Continue to write the first. Okay? Continue to write this part. Okay? But for this part, for the second part, which is for this part, okay? What you can do is straight away change the order. That means rearrange them. When you rearrange them, right, you need to do what? When you change the order of these two, you need to change the sign also. This will speed up your work a lot. So the answer is b minus 3. Take it out because it's common ma. So once it's common, then you just b plus 2a. Okay?
Okay.
Okay? So you change the order, change the sign in front. Minus become plus. Plus become?
Minus.
So let me give you another example. Okay, for example this. First thing first, let's say you don't want to expand and then rearrange. Let's say you don't want to do that. Okay, let's say you want to use this new approach. Okay, from what I learned in Bukit Merah Secondary School, one of the students. Okay, so continue to just copy this down. Okay, the next part is, can you see that C3, then here is 3C, then the order is different, right? Okay, it only applies to the order is different, but if it's entire different, it cannot. So now switch the position of these two. So when you switch the position of these two, right, what you do? Change the?
Plus to minus.
Yes, change the sign in front also, which is plus, right? Change the plus to minus. Okay, then what you end up with is C minus 3, C minus 3, okay. Gone, so it's A minus B. Much simpler. Okay? Okay? Okay, good. So this is something that can speed up your work. Okay? Okay, then solve the following equation. I think this is pretty easy. Just open up, let me see, double check. Then bring over. So 4. Okay, good. Then this one. Okay, so over here, right, what I observe is you still use this one. I think you use what? I think you use the common denominator to do, right?
No, I tried to use cross multiplication.
Can you show me again? Just use do this question again on a piece of paper.
Can I see the question?
Yeah, sure. Can you take all things, put it on the sofa? I just want this and this and this table. Yeah, all things over there. Because if you need them, you just quickly retrieve from there. Okay, put everything aside. Yes, just a calculator. So yeah. Copy the question down first. I want to see you use cross multiplication. So you use cross multiplication, your answer will become much simpler. Or if you do it the same denominator, it's going to be very hard. Okay, so what's the answer?
19,960.
Okay, looks good. Let me see. So 5. Okay, so no bracket needed because it's a plus in between, right? So you get this. Okay, good. Looks good. Cross multiplication. Yeah, bring it over. Okay, looks good. Okay, compare this to your first attempt. So what have you done wrong in your first attempt?
This.
What is that? This
I
means
changed
what?
the denominator, and then this one I put to simplest form. And I changed the denominator.
Yeah, you change the denominator. So basically you want to use the what approach? Same denominator approach. Right? So do you still want to use the same denominator approach?
No.
Okay, I can't emphasize this anymore. Okay, let me give you a simple example. I cannot emphasize this anymore. Okay, so given this question, never do same denominator anymore. Okay, because it's harder to solve. So what you need to do is just do cross multiplication. Okay, so the first arrow you will get 6. So basically you need to write down every single step. Then this is the second. Okay, so you open the bracket, right? So 12x plus 6 equal to 6. So 12x is equal to 0. 6 minus 6. So x is equal to 0. That's the answer. Simple. Okay, never use same denominator again. When do you use same denominator? Same denominator when you have an expression. When you have an expression. So over here you need to use same denominator. No choice. Right?
Okay.
Because you cannot cross multiply, right? Can you? Can you cross multiply here?
No.
Yep, so that's the real one. Okay?
Also, I got.
这个不用啊。No need. This is a new question.
I got what we were going to be tested for.
Nice. In fact, I'm going to ask from you already. Can you tell me what?
And I also got the date.
Very good. So it's in picture. Can you just airdrop to my Mac Mini?
It's not in picture.
Yep, please. Send me the right one. Don't send me the wrong one. I don't want funny photos. Sorry, so accept. XL. This is Excel. Let me see. Okay, so which one I should look at?
1S1.
Yeah. Which date?
The bottom. Look at the bottom. There's 1S1.
1S1. Okay, good. So I click 1S1 already.
And then look from there. There. Week 8.
Week 8 here. So it's 15 August. And what? Okay, I know the date. Then this is okay. Let me see this. And then mathematics chapter 9, number pattern, percentage, ratio, rate, basic geometry, polygon. Okay, good. So yeah, I think it's good that we talk about polygon today. And this question is about polygon. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, good. So something new today. Very good. So first thing first. So I think we have learned triangles, right? Okay, triangle is a triangle, so 3 sides, right? What's the sum of the interior angle? They add up to
180.
okay, good. Sum of interior angles. Interior means inside, this one. Okay, not internal, interior. 180. Okay, then for quadrilateral, that means 4-sided one. It's quadrilateral with 4 sides, right? What's the sum of interior angle? Add up to
360.
very good. Then what about pentagon? You know
I
what?
don't know.
There is a pentagon is 5-sided, by the way. So this is called a pentagon. One, two, three, four, five. 5 sides. So the sum, you don't know, right? Never mind. Later, I will reveal to you. Then the 6th side is called a hexagon, right? Okay? So, on and on and on. Heptagon, 7-sided. Octagon, 8-sided. Then,
What's polygon?
yeah, polygon, never mind. Polygon, so I'm going to tell you what is polygon. Okay? So this is hexagon. 6 side. The sum, don't know, right? Okay? So you have the 7 side until 10 sides, which is called decagon. Okay? So all these 3 side, 4 side, 5 side, 6 there is a general term for them. It's called polygon. Okay? It's called polygon. Okay? So basically, if they talk about polygon, means it can be 3 side, 4 side, 5 side, 6 side, can be any side. Okay? So polygon is just, poly means many. Gun is the figure. Okay? I think you have heard about the term polygamy, right? Like the one spouse have many, like let's say a husband has many wives. That's called polygamy. Okay, it's not allowed in Singapore, but it allows in some of the Muslim countries. Yeah, so one husband can have many wives. That's called polygamy. Okay, so poly means many. Just remember, poly means many. Gun is figure. In this case, okay. So when they talk about polygon, right? So basically, they are not telling you how many sides. So you have to decide. Okay. So there is a formula. There is a formula to find the sum of interior angle. Okay, there is a formula. So for polygon, okay, for polygon, the sum of interior angles is given by, okay, is given by, so a polygon is an n-sided figure lah. N-sided means it can be 2, it can be 3, it can be 6, it can be 7. Okay, so I call it n-sided. So the formula for sum of interior angle for any polygon is bracket n minus 2 times 180. So therefore, for a pentagon, pentagon is 5-sided, right? 5-sided is 5 minus 2. 3 times this. Can you help me out?
540.
So it's 540. So let me just go to get the pentagon out. How come? Okay, now good. So if you have this pentagon, so that means all these angles they add up to 540. Okay, by the way, a pentagon is a regular shape. What is a regular shape? Regular shape means all these angles they are the same. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2, angle equal to 3, angle 4, angle 5. So basically angle 1 is equal to angle 2, is equal to angle 3, is equal to angle 4, is equal to angle 5. So it's kind of like an equilateral triangle. You remember an equilateral triangle? So when all sides are the same, right? What happened? This is equal to this, this is equal to this. So basically one of them is 60 degrees, right? Right?
Yeah.
For an equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle. So same thing. If it's a pentagon, so these 5 angles are the same. So what's the value for each of them? 540, because the sum is 540 ma. Then you divide by 5 of them, right?
108.
So 108. Yes, correct. So one of them is 108. So 108. 108, 108, 108. Okay? Does it make sense?
Yes.
Okay? So all you need to do is memorize this formula. So I hope you note down the formula somewhere. Okay? So once you get the sum, then you divide by the how many angle, then one of them is that. Okay? Okay, good. Okay, good. So, what is this question about?
Polygon.
Yeah, lah, polygon can be anything, right? So, how do you decide? But this question is slightly different. Never mind, let me just get this. Okay. Seems like they are not asking you to find, but anyway, never mind. Okay, it says measure an interior angle of regular polygon 152.5. So one of them is this. So how many sided? Don't know.
Don't know.
Alright, can be any sided, right? Right? So what is the formula for sum of interior angle? Yeah, sum of interior angle.
N minus 2 times 180.
Okay, good. So n minus 2 times 180, right? But this is one of the ways to find it. What's the other way? If I tell you one of them is this, how do you find the sum? One of them is this, how do you find the sum?
This number
This number,
divided by 180.
this number divided by 180. Let's go to Pentagon again. Let's go to Pentagon again. So, to find the sum of interior angle, okay, what I can do is I use the 5 minus the 2 times the 180, I get 540, right? That's the sum, right? So the sum is 540. So now, I give you one of them is 108, right? How do you find the sum if I give you one of them is 108? So you use 108. How many of them?
5.
So you times 5, and you should get 540 also. So there are two ways to find the sum of interior angle. You can either use the formula, or you can take one of the angle times 5 of them. In this case, it's 5-sided. Okay. So similarly, you can use the formula. Then the other one is you take one of them, you times the how many of them here?
Don't know.
Don't know. You use what to represent the don't know?
N.
Yes. So you form this equation. Can you solve this equation right now? No. You solve. Solve means write it down. Show your workings. Huh? So I should see what? I should see 180 n, because open the bracket minus 360. Then this is 152.5 n. So n and n, you just bring it over, right? right? So 180 n minus 152.5 n equals to 360. So what do you get here? How many n here? So just solve for n. What's n? What happened? I don't understand. Wait. I asked you to do this, right?
Yeah.
Then how do you continue? You open the bracket, right? Oh, what you have done?
I thought it's like 152.5 times n.
Correct is times n, yes. But that is the right hand side.
Oh.
That is the right hand side. You're not wrong, you're correct. But that's the right hand side.
Okay.
The left hand side is this.
Okay.
You shouldn't take very long, very fast one. Just find n. N equal. What's the answer? Write in. Okay, good. So the n is equal to 13 and 1/3, right?
No.
Then
111.
1 over 11. Okay. So does it make sense? Is a 13 and 1 over 11 side polygon? Does it make sense?
No.
So how you explain? Incorrect. So it's incorrect because n is equal to 13 over 111, and n is supposed to be
The amount of sides.
supposed to be what number?
How many sides there are?
Yeah. So what number is this n? It's a whole number.
Whole number.
Okay. And n is not a whole number. Therefore, the measurement is wrong. Right? N must be a whole number, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or integer, huh? Positive integer. Okay?
Okay.
Right? Am I right? Okay? So once again, this question is how many ways to find the sum of interior angle? 2 of them, right? One of them is n minus 2 times 180, right? The other one is n times one of the
side.
one of the angles.
One of the angle.
Okay? And they should give you the same answer, right? Okay? So sum. And you can equate them. That's why I end up with a equation. Left hand side, right hand side. Okay?
Okay.
Why this angle is wrong?
Because it's supposed to be when
Yeah, reorganize your thoughts first.
because after calculating it's supposed to be a whole number, but
Which one is whole number?
n.
N is supposed to be a whole number, okay?
But n is not a whole number, which is
Okay.
why the angle is wrong.
Yeah. Yes. Okay? Okay? Okay, good. So today we learn something new, Polygon, Okay, so when it comes to diagram question, I don't think you have a question already, but I think the only thing is you need to write the, okay, good, write the reason. You know what's the meaning of reflex?
Yeah, that means
Yeah, show me first.
this thing, right? This thing is the angle, right?
Yeah.
The reflex angle is the outside.
Very good. So, good that you know. So what about this? So if I have a polygon, since we are talking about Pentagon, just use Pentagon as example. So this is called the interior angle, right? Okay, this one is 108 we found just now, right? The red one is called the reflex. Very good. Then what about this one? This one, let me